Hey everybody, welcome back. Ian Campbell here, and today I thought I would take you through a warm-up that will not only get your blood pumping, but get your muscles activated so that you are ready when you paddle out to bodyboard. This is not going to be the same for everyone, as we all have different body types, levels of fitness and strength. However, when you get to the back, you want to know that your muscles are warm and you're ready to start bodyboarding. This is the warm-up that makes me feel ready, gets the blood pumping and activates the important areas. When I think about a warm-up, I just want to get the muscles ready to take on some airs. I want to get my core working to protect the spine, and then I want to get some blood pumping through my legs. Most of us have some distance to walk or run before getting to the water's edge, and that should be enough to get the body warm and then get into this warm-up. For all of these exercises, I do between 5 to 10 repetitions. I'm going to take you through these exercises in real time and explain them as we go. So let's get straight into it. So we're going to start with the head and neck. This is really important as a lot of the time you are landing pretty hard on the board, and this means that your head and your neck are getting jolted. So we start off here just by going forward and backward, and that kind of simulates the head movements that you're going to be doing in the water. And again, left to right, just kind of getting that rotation going. This is not only going to stretch out the neck, but also kind of get the neck starting to be activated. And that really helps when you're going to be landing those bigger moves and kind of heavier moves on waves. So here you can see I'm still kind of rolling the neck, just getting it all ready and kind of getting those muscles activated and in all directions, not just forward and back and side to side, but trying to simulate all of that. From there, we're going to go down into this straight arm plank. This is really to start activating the shoulder muscles. And then from there, we're going to go into these hand lifts. Now, this is just to get the muscles kind of stretched out in the front and just starting to get the shoulders activated and start to get the shoulders really working and firing them up with all the muscles. From there, I'm going to go straight down into 10 push-ups. These are simply just to kind of get the chest as well as the back activated and starting to get those muscles really working and firing off. And even after 10, you can really feel your shoulders starting to burn, and then just simply some shoulder taps. And again, this is just to prolong the time that you are spent in this straight arm plank position. And from there, we're going to drop the knees, kind of go down into this plank position. Now, plank's a really good way to activate the core as well as activating the legs. You want to keep the leg muscles as tight as possible here, and you really want to be squeezing those glutes as well as your thighs to try and activate that core muscle. We're going to sit here for about 30 seconds and really kind of get that core activated and get the core starting to fire off to really protect the spine. From there, we're going to go into these side taps. And this simulates how your legs get washed around by the whitewater. I learned this from Philip Nell back when I was training with him, and I found it to be a really good exercise before you paddle out, just to kind of simulate that whitewater effect and how it would push your legs around and kind of get your core really activated. From there, we're going to go into some flutter kicks. These are really cool because they mimic you kicking in the water, and this is also another thing to kind of get that core firing up, as well as really getting the legs fired up. But this is a full core exercise and one that I really suggest you guys do outside of this warm-up. From there, we're going to go into 10 body squats. This is just to get some blood pumping through the legs. You'll feel that this really activates the muscle and gets the muscle working. And you could probably feel that it starts to really fire off on those quads as well as your glute muscles. From there, we're going to go into a runner's lunge. Now, this is an extended runner's lunge. You're going to put the hand down by the side. You're going to kind of put your elbow into where your foot is, and you're going to just do these rotations. You're going to make sure that the rotations are really high up on the kind of shoulders, and from there, we're going to go into this stretch for the hamstring. You're going to want to stretch your leg out and get your legs straight, and then straight into this lunge position. Now, the lunge position, you want to be kind of leaning over to the one side, and that really activates that kind of side lateral muscles. Again, we're going to do it from the other side. You can see the rotation here. I'm really trying to rotate that upper part of my back and try and get that really open. And then again, from there, you can really see this hamstring stretch as I kind of straighten the leg out and touch the ground. That's really going to stretch the hamstring and get the hamstring kind of activated. And here you can see that little lunge and then kind of movement across to kind of really activate the side. That also stretches out the hip flexor. From here, I would just kind of go into a little bit of rotation on the top side of the body, just kind of get some movement going, some straight leg kind of taps. This really gets the hamstrings kind of fired up and gets the whole back really activated. From there, you can go down into this downward dog position. I always like this one because it kind of just stretches out the whole back of the leg. And then you can go into a cobra pose, as this is something that's really similar to lying on a board, but obviously at a more extreme level. And then from there, you can kind of go into any other stretches that you feel you might use. Once you're warmed up, you can get your fins on, strap on your leash, and get out there. I suggest that you use this quick warm-up so that you guys are ready to get out there and your body is warm and your muscles are activated. Riding a bodyboard puts a lot of pressure on the body, and having your muscles activated and ready to go as you hit the water is vitally important. If you guys have found this video interesting, please drop a like and share it with a friend. Subscribe to the channel, as we will be making a lot more educational content like this. And as always, remember to boogie every day.